Hello everyone, I am Tiberius Dawnbringer. Welcome back to my channel. Um, this video I'm making now, I actually just got done making about 20 minutes ago, and I was outside, and it was about a 30-minute long video, and when I got back up here to listen to it and see how well it sounded, I had apparently, the sound was awful. Somehow the volume on my microphone got turned all the way back up to max, so it sounded really not what I wanted. Let's just put it that way. But anyways, that's fine, because you know, it was probably universe's way of being like, hey, let's try something different. Something else. I don't know. Whatever it was, I'm like, cool, whatever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remake the video a second time, because why not? Alright. So well, what I'm going to get into today is something I'm actually looking to start doing, like on a weekly basis. Like once a week I want to like draw cards, and I have tarot cards, but I'm not proficient enough to use tarot cards. But I also have oracle cards, and I love oracle cards, because with tarot cards you have to pretty much set out a bunch of cards, and you're pretty much setting up this story, and you're interpreting that story using the cards that are available to you. And it can take anywhere between like 10-15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. That depends on how big and wide a spread that you're intending on doing. Whereas oracle cards, they are simply just a message. I like oracle cards because you can pretty much use them every day. I worked with someone very close to me who would draw a card a day for herself, sometimes for others, and she would also do a card per day for like her business. Like first thing she would do when she got to her establishment is she would go draw one or more cards. It depends on what she was felt drawn to do for that day, and she would post the messages online for her clients and customers and stuff like that as a message for them. And people love that, because if we went a day or two without it, she would get messages from people being like, what happened to the card for the day? I totally love that thing. It helps me so much, that kind of thing. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, that's what I want to start doing. It's like once a week I'll post a video where I draw our particular message that is going to hopefully resonate with my viewers. And that's what I did earlier. So that's what I'm going to do, but in a few minutes. First, what I wanted to show you was what I tried to show earlier. I found this feather a couple of days ago on the farm. I was cutting the grass and just happened to come across it. Luckily I saw it, but I mean, it's pretty damn big, so it was like, it would have been impossible for me not to see it, because I almost ran over it with the lawnmower. It would have been brutal, because I collect feathers. I live on a farm, so it's quite frequent that various birds come through here. Mostly geese come through here, and I have a few geese feathers. They're on a shelf somewhere. But this is the first wild turkey feather I've ever come across, and damn, it is a fine ass beautiful specimen, if I do say so myself. And whenever I come across something like this, well, first I thanked Earth Mother Gaia, because I felt like she gifted that to me, that I needed it, and that there was a particular message with it. And something I've been learning the past couple years, and something I intend on becoming more knowledgeable about in the future, the more I train, is that there's medicine involved, like shamans. Usually I hear shamans use the terminology medicine with just about everything. But most of the time it's like, you have plant medicine, and then you have like animal medicine, and like all kinds of medicine out there. But when most people hear the word medicine, they think of like pharmaceuticals, like pill medicine, that kind of garbage that westernized medicine shoves down our throat sometimes, literally. And that's not the kind of medicine that getting into. That's not the kind of medicine I use. And most healers in the holistic sense, they prefer not to use that either, although they'll still recommend it from time to time if need be, if whatever they have to offer isn't going to work or what have you. But you'll talk to a shaman or a druid, a healer, a mage, a Wiccan, I don't know. Whatever form the healer comes to you in, they may refer to such things as, oh, this is your situation. So turtle medicine says that, stop trying to rush into whatever it is you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to start a new project or a new business, like me, then, turtle medicine might show up in your life. And if it does, it means to, slow down. Take it easy. Slow and steady wins the race. At least in this particular scenario, that's what it means, right? And, plant medicine could be like, this particular tree or this particular plant or flower you come across, it keeps frequenting your life. Maybe it has a message for you. What is that message? And then you can look it up and get the message from it. And, it could be after that you stop seeing the plant. Like around here, which surprised me because I've been living on this property for just about a year, and about a month ago, tiger lilies started growing on my property, which they weren't there and last year or any other time I've been around here. And so that was a pleasant surprise. I love tiger lilies. They have this amazing orange color. It reminds me of hang on. It reminds me of carnelian. This is a carnelian bracelet, and the light shining on it kind of, I want to say it diminishes it, but that's definitely the orange that it's very close to what tiger lily orange is. And I love those flowers. I actually came across them a year or two ago for like the first time in my life, and I was like, and I cut a bunch of them one day and like gave them to my girlfriend, and she freaking loved them. Because I enjoy giving flowers to women, but I don't care for like the traditional boring stuff like, oh, here's some roses or whatever. I like something vibrant and colorful and even exotic and different, and it just looks freaking amazing. But anyways, why am I talking about that? Oh, okay, so sorry. So I started coming across these tiger lilies, and I was like, man, I didn't realize at the time, but that there was some kind of message behind that. And I won't go into the story because it's of kind of a personal nature, but, it involved the tiger lilies. And once that situation was resolved and I got this message from what the whole situation was that involved the tiger lilies, then after that, the tiger lilies, they just disappeared. Within literally like a day, maybe two. Half of them that were left, because I cut a few and gave them to someone, after they were, after that they just stopped showing up. Half of them were gone the next day. It's not even like they died. They just, all of a sudden the plant wasn't there. And then like a day or two after that, the other ones, that I had cut from, they were still there, but they were no longer like blooming. Like I think when the sunlight is on them, that's when they open up during the daytime, and like an hour or so after the sun's gone, they go back to like closing up, but they just weren't opening up at all. And I haven't seen them lately either. So it's interesting. Sometimes things come into our life to give us a message, and then they leave after we get that message, because that's what they were here for. That's all they were here for. So anyways, so I showed you this, and I took the time to look it up because I'm not too familiar with turkey medicine, so I went ahead and looked it up because I want to share it with you guys, because that's what this channel is all about. We're all learning here, teacher learns from the students and all that. So the turkey spirit animal is closely associated with the abundance of the earth. It is a symbol of all the blessings you receive from Mother Nature. The turkey comes into your life to remind you to honor what earth has to offer. More importantly, be ready to share your gifts, talents, and blessings with the world. And I'm glad I got to read that. I got that message, because the last sentence there is what really resonated with me the most out of all of that. I mean, all of it's good, obviously, but that last sentence was of more personal nature to me, because that's pretty much what I'm doing right now with my life. That's what I've been doing for the past several months, and I have decided to quit the mundane, right, and start pursuing my life's purpose, my life's work. And I realized that I wasn't going to be able to do that as quickly or as efficiently as I would like while I'm focusing the majority of my time each week, roughly 40 hours, doing a mundane kind of job just to make money in order to survive. I do not want to continue living my life in survival mode. I am exhausted from that. I'm done with it. And now I'd rather, thrive than survive. So I am made the choice to work and focus on my business, my career, my life's work. And with doing that, I'll make my living that way. And it will just grow into an extensive amount of abundance. So anyways, where was I going with? So the last part of that message was, introducing your skills and talents and stuff like that to the world. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm, doing YouTube. I work out of a yoga studio in town. I was working out of several last year until the CVID came along and messed all that up, and a lot of those places end up closing down. But I had quantity back then, but I wasn't really getting a lot done Reiki wise. Now I have one place, and it's more about quality than quantity, well, in regards to how many places I'm working out of. Because I had this one place, but I have actually, especially in the past couple weeks alone, I have acquired so many clients and doing Reiki work and such. And I mean, it's a noticeable difference. But that's another part of my business, the career I'm trying to build for myself, that I am building for myself. And there's other stuff too. Like I'm building a business site for myself. I have a business email now. I'm eventually going to get around to building an actual website. That's probably going to be a bit more down the road when I actually find a place to where I have open access to internet, so I can actually do this stuff full time. Full time. I'm technically doing it full time now, but full time. Like when I wake up in the morning, I can just, this is what I want to do today. I'll make this video, and then edit it and do all the fancy stuff I want to do with it, and then post it. Or if it's a video that's it's a big topic, so I'm gonna go research, make the video, blah blah blah, post it. That is the ideal setting I see for myself in the near future. But anyways, enough about that. In short, that's the message I got from the wild turkey medicine, and what I was originally going to do, or what I did technically already do, was I pulled a oracle card that I pulled for you people, my audience, to send a message that would resonate with most, if not all of you. And I had already pulled the card, so I went through the process of like how I shuffle it, how I get prepared, like as I'm shuffling it, trying to move around all the stagnant energy, because you're not using these things constantly. Like even if you do it every day, there's that 24-hour period where your cards aren't moving, so you kind of just want to break up the old stagnant energy from it just sitting around. And I also take the time to connect with spirit, or the universe, or my guides, or whoever is willing to help me for that particular, thing today. And then I set the intention, which the intention was I want to draw a card for my viewers for the week, because this is going to be like a once a week thing, and oracle cards are good for that. I'll pull a card, it'll have a message, it'll probably resonate with you throughout the entire week until the next time I do one, So I'm going to go ahead and find, it was right here on top. So I'm going to use the same card, I'm going to read the same message and all that. Alright, so let me move the camera some, because I'm going to have to set this up a certain way. But, so what I drew earlier was reflection. Alright, and what else did it have to do with? Illusion, self-examination, and distortion, in case you're having a hard time reading those words. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to actually place it a certain way, and this will probably only be for this video because I already have in mind, there's like these little wooden things that I've used before that holds cards up so people can see it, but for this video, since this is my first attempt at doing this, I'll just set it up here so you guys can see the card as I am reading the message for you. I believe it was 13. Yes, reflection. Okay. What you see around you mirrors what you feel within you. The chaos you perceive or experience in your physical reality simply reflects your inner chaos and turmoil. If things are not working well in your outer world, what is it that is not working well within you? This card calls for a thorough self-examination. Do not merely skim the surface. You must delve deep to uncover the truth. This will take time, patience, and commitment. Observe your thoughts and feelings throughout the day and make a note of negative or unconstructive thoughts and feelings. This practice over time will in itself help heal and restore balance to your life. It may be helpful to keep a diary in which you note your thoughts and feelings. What is it that triggers these thoughts and feelings? Journal writing will also help, provided that the journal is for your eyes only. It may also be helpful to seek professional advice from a qualified counselor or a health practitioner who has experience in this field. Commit to this reflective journey. Be disciplined in your approach, and you will never look back. The rewards will be greater than you ever imagined. And there's an affirmation with this. There's an affirmation for all these, but some people like affirmations, some people don't. But there are a lot of people out there I know who do, so I'm going to go ahead and read that as well. Affirmation. My heart is full of love and light. All is well in my world. I feel the peace within me, and this creates peace around me. I observe all I think and feel. Each negative thought or feeling is automatically transformed to love. So, if you're a person who likes affirmations, there's one you can utilize for yourself, at least for the next week. Why not? Alright, so I'll go ahead and put this back. So, that was just a rough shot of how I want to do this. Next time I do it, it'll pretty much just be, I'll come on and be like, hey, this is the oracle message for the week, and then, pull the card, post it, read it, and there you go. Oh, let me get back to me. There, how's it going? So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, and actually it gave me a few more ideas about future videos, which I might go ahead and just make a couple more today. Why not? I have lots of time right now, you know. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that that message resonated at least with some of you, and you know, I plan on making this a regular thing, so you know, I hope you're there for the next one. So I will see you guys later on.